In this live market demo, I'm going to show you how to place limit orders when you want to buy a stock. And here is why it is very important to use limit order whenever you can. It's because if you buy a stock at $1.20 and I buy the same stock at $1.19, it might look like that little difference of 1 cent doesn't really mean much. But over the long term, that 1 cent can make a difference between $5,000, my having extra $5,000 or $10,000 or $100,000 over you, even though we placed it at the same time. So depending on the volume and then the timeline, that 1 cent difference means a lot. So the stock market allows you to be able to name your price. It's a market. It's like when you go to the ordinary market, especially the African markets, and you bargain, the seller tells you, oh, this palm oil is 10,000 naira. And you said, okay, I would like to pay 9,500. And the seller says, you know what? Let's leave it at 9,800. And so you've saved 200 naira because you negotiated. So the stock market is exactly the same. You can go to the market and say to the market, I want to buy the shares of Google today, and this is how much I want to buy. And then the market does its thing. And at some point, if you find a seller or the algorithm finds a seller that is happy to sell at that price, you've bought it. Somebody else might come and bid lower than you or higher than you. So I want to use the Nigerian stock market and I want to use CitiTrader particularly, which is the trading platform for Atlas Portfolio that I highly recommend. But of course, do your research. Now, even though I'm using CitiTrader and I'm using the Nigerian stock market, the principle is exactly the same. Whether you are trading US stocks, you're trading stocks in Europe, or trading Forex or trading crypto, it's exactly the same principle. All right, so here's my CitiTrader. And what I do, of course, is I can go straight to buy orders because I want to buy. There are other views I can use to execute this. So I have my buy order. And today, I want to buy name insurance. So when I click the buy button, this interface comes up. And here, so of course, the session, this is NGX, which stands for the Nigerian Stock Exchange. Then the market segments. The market has different segments. So this is equity. If you pull this drop down, you see all the other segments, including non-interest, growth, rights, premium, ETFs, and all that. So in this case, what I want to buy is an equity. And the symbol for name insurance is NEM. So I'm going to take that. If I want to buy JITCO, I can do that, same thing. If I want to buy TIP, I can do the same thing. But you see, TIP doesn't show up under equity. So you might want to buy TIP, and when you type it here, it tells you the value entered is not valid. It's because TIP is not, in this particular platform, is not categorized under equity. It's actually under growth stocks. So if I select growth stocks and then I go to TIP here, you can see it gives me TIP. But right now, we want to buy name insurance. So that's one of the stocks that I'm currently buying, that I'm currently accumulating. So I type name there. And then, so before I go to quantity, look at this particular drop down. You have limit and then you have market. Now, the difference is if you say market, whatever order you place here right now will be executed at the market price. at whatever the stock is quoted at the time. So, but we want to do limits. So I select limit here. So the market price right now, I believe is that's what it has automatically given me. But see, I want to introduce you to some other tool that I use to make that decision about how much I'm going to buy the stock. You can do it within the CitiTrader interface, but I prefer to go to um, InfoWare. So if I go to InfoWare, it gives me live market data, which is also available in most trading platforms. So let's give it a little, it's taking some bit of time. All right. So I log in. We just give it a little time. So I use this tool a lot to see the dynamics in the market for that particular stock. And I don't need this for now. So this gives me live data. So this is the market view for today, which is 9th of October, 2025. And I can pick any stock here and see what is going on live. Okay, so now you have this different boards here, which mirror the same things that you saw in the CitiTrader. But what I'm looking for is an equity, not premium. But I just select board so that it gives me the entire market, what's going on in the entire market. And because I want to buy name insurance, I come here to type the ticker symbol, and then this is name. So I select name insurance, and it tells me exactly what is going on in the market. So this is really where I come to find my data for what to bid. And these things change in the course of the trading day. So I might place a bid right now, and that bid can be executed later in the day before the market closes. Sometimes the bid may not be executed. So I can see from the information here that there are actually more bids than offers. And something happens when there's a huge demand for a stock at a particular time. That's when you may be a little bit, maybe relax a little bit in using limit and buy market. Yeah, so there might be like a company presents a very, very fantastic financial result, and everybody wants to jump in on the dividends and something. So it makes the price of a stock go very high. And then sometimes you might have something like 95% uh, bids and only 5% offer. So in that situation, you may not want to use limit. So if you really want to buy the stock and the stock has excellent fundamentals and long-term value, you might just go ahead and buy at the market price. So as it is now, I could easily bid for the same 27.90 that someone is bidding for here, but this seller is asking for 28.95 for name insurance. Let me show you what will happen immediately. So let me show you what will happen if I take the 28.95 that this person is asking. But it might actually spoil the market. But just for illustration purposes, and then we'll come back to place a limit, another limit. So if I go here, so I can see that the market is asking for 28.95. If I go here and I say, all right, let me buy 28.95 just for illustration purposes. And then because I don't really want to buy at that price, let's just take a quantity like, give me a quantity like 50. All right, just for illustration. And as I submit this order right now, I need you to see what's going to happen. You see that order appear on the market. You see this 50 appear, but it might be so fast actually that it will appear and disappear because it's going to be filled immediately. but just for our educational purposes. So if I say submit and close, it's actually filled automatically. And then you can see it doesn't even show up here because it's been filled automatically. But what you would have noticed if we checked that the 50 that I just bought has been subtracted from this volume. So apparently before it was probably something like 80, like 90,000. So now it's 89,950. Now, so let me place an order at 2770. It's not going to execute immediately. It might execute at the end of the day. It might not. But this is for educational purposes. So let me place an order for any name insurance at 2770. How do I do that? So I would say buy again, and then I will use the same name. And then 2770 is the limit. So let me give it a quantity. Let's say 3,000. Let me see, what will 4,000 be? Okay, so let me buy 3,500. When I submit this order, it now comes here. It now comes here, it shows up here. So you see the previous order that I submitted, the 50, it's turned green because it's been filled at this price. So now I'm placing another order. This time it is limit also, and it's at 2770. It has not been filled yet. So I'm going to come back later in the day and see if it was filled. And then if it's not filled, I can place another limit order. So, but this short demo is to show you exactly how you place limit order. So if you have any questions around this, put it in the comment section, and then I'll be able to answer that. And if you haven't signed up for the Financial Fitness Challenge, which is my wealth mentorship group, check in the description for the link that allows you to join and enjoy a lot of coaching and technical skills and financial skills that you can use to make all the wealth that will allow you to fulfill God's purpose for your life. So that's it. Whatever happens, keep showing up because you never know what's coming your way next. And I'll see you in the next video.